Student, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So today we will discuss about the chemical properties. So here in chemical properties, dehydrogenation. So the next one is dehydrogenation. So dehydrogenation means removal of, D means removal, hydrogenation, removal of hydrogen. So hydrogen is removed. So look here students, when the vapors of primary alcohol are passed over heated copper at about 573 Kelvin, so it undergoes dehydrogenation forming aldehydes. And similarly, when the secondary alcohols are passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, so it undergoes dehydrogenation forming ketones. So student listen, primary alcohols gives aldehydes and secondary alcohols gives ketones. So then tertiary. So tertiary does not use any, that is aldehydes or ketones, it gives alkene because it does not contain tertiary hydrogen atom. So therefore I will show here, look here, number 1, when the vapors of primary alcohol are passed over heated, when the vapors of primary alcohol are passed over heated copper tube at about 573 Kelvin, so it undergoes dehydrogenation forming aldehydes. Look here students, I will write RCH2OH, it is primary alcohol, when it is passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, so then it forms RCHO plus H2, it is called as aldehyde. And I will take an example here. Look here, I will write an example. So here CH3CH2OH, when it is passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, it undergoes dehydrogenation forming CH3CHO plus H2, hydrogen is liberated. And here this ethanol gives acetaldehyde. So similarly, when secondary alcohol are passed over heated copper tube at about 573 Kelvin, it undergoes dehydrogenation forming ketones. Look here students, I will write here RCHOH R dash, it is secondary alcohol, and when it is passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, so here it forms RCO R dash plus, so here it forms H2. So here hydrogen is removed. It forms ketone, and I will write example here. So example, so CH3 CHOH CH3 isopropyl alcohol, when it is passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, so it forms CH3COCH3 plus hydrogen. So here it forms acetone. So look here students, it is called as isopropyl alcohol. So then what happens for tertiary alcohol? So as I already explained that tertiary alcohol does not undergo hydrogenation, it undergoes hydration because it does not contain tertiary hydrogen atom. Look here student. So the third one, that is tertiary alcohol when passed over heated copper tube at 573 Kelvin, it undergoes dehydration. It undergoes dehydration, forming alkenes. Look here, I will write here CH3, OH. So tertiary butyl alcohol when it is passed over heated copper tube 573 Kelvin. Look here students, here the hydrogen and OH is removed, then here it forms CH3 double bond CH2 plus H2O. So here it forms 2-methyl propene or 1-propene, 2-methyl 1-propene or 2-methyl propene. Look here students, what is the difference here? So here it undergoes dehydrogenation. Look here, dehydrogenation, and it undergoes a dehydrogenation, but here it undergoes a dehydration. So here, why it undergoes dehydrogenation? Look here, it contains here this hydrogen atom, and here it contains 2 hydrogen atom, but here it does not contain tertiary hydrogen atom. So tertiary alcohol, look here, tertiary alcohol does not undergo dehydrogenation. So I will write here, note, tertiary alcohol does not undergo dehydrogenation. It does not undergo dehydrogenation due to the absence of tertiary hydrogen. Due to the absence of tertiary hydrogen. Look here students, it is important to note. So here tertiary alcohol does not undergo dehydrogenation due to the absence of tertiary hydrogen atom. It does not contain tertiary hydrogen atom. So it has only 3 carbon atoms. So therefore here it undergoes dehydration. It is the reason. So then here I have completed all the chemical properties of alcohols. Student, now let us see phenols. The next one is phenols. So what are phenols? Look here, what are phenols? So students, here phenols are the hydroxy derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbons. where the OH group is directly attached to the benzene ring or aromatic ring. And phenols are also called as carbolic acid. So, phenols are also called as a carbolic acid. Carbo means coal, olic means oleum. So, it is oleum means oil. So, it is coal oil. So, it is first prepared by the destructive distillation of coal tar. Hence, it is called as carbolic acid. So, here remember, what are phenols? Phenols are the hydroxy derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbons. So, or benzene ring, aromatic hydrocarbons, in which the OH group is directly attached to the benzene ring or aromatic ring. So, these are called as phenols. So, phenols are also called as carbolic acid. Look here students, carbo means coal, oleum means oil, carbolic acid. So, it is coal oil. These are called as phenols. So, it is the definition of phenols. What are phenols? Phenols are the hydroxyl derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbons where the OH group is directly attached or bonded to the aromatic ring or benzene ring. And phenols are also called as carbolic acid because these are first synthesized or prepared by using coal tar. Then students, how the phenols are classified? Classification of phenols. Let us see the classification. Look here, classification of phenols. So, here depending upon the number of OH group attached to the benzene ring, the phenols are classified into three types: monohydric phenols, dihydric phenols and trihydric phenols. Look here, depending upon the number of OH groups, it is called as hydroxyl, depending upon the number of OH group, hydroxyl group attached to the benzene ring. These are classified into three types. So, here remember, depending upon the number of OH groups attached to the benzene ring, these are classified into three groups. That is, there are three types. One is monohydric phenols, and second one is dihydric phenols, and the third one is trihydric phenols. Look here students, what are monohydric phenols? Monohydric phenols are those which contains only one OH group directly attached to the benzene ring. So, that is here nothing but these contains only one OH group attached to the benzene ring. Look here, I will write an example. Phenol, and then I will write second example, OHCH3. So it is called as orthocresol, and then second I will write OHCH3 metocresol, and another I will write OHCH3 paracresol. So then what are its IUPAC name? So here its IUPAC name is, it is 3-methyl phenol, and it is 4-methyl phenol, and here it is, its IUPAC name is 2-methyl phenol. Look here students. So these are the IUPAC names and their common name. Common name is orthocresol, IUPAC name is 2-methyl, second group, that is first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So orthocresol it is called as 2-methyl phenol, metocresol it is called as 3-methyl phenol, so it is third position, and it is called as 4-methyl phenol. So it is the IUPAC name. So and common name and IUPAC name both I have written here. So then what are dihydric phenols? Dihydric phenols are those, these contains 2 OH group. These contains 2 OH groups attached to the benzene ring. Attached to the benzene ring. Attached to the benzene ring. Look here students, I will write here OH, OH, and then second one OH, OH, and the third one OH, it is OH. Look here. So first one is called as, here it is called as catechol. It is common name. Then this one is called as resorcinol. Common name resorcinol. It is called as quinol. These are three are the common name. Then what are the IUPAC name? So it is called as benzene 1,2-diol. Benzene 1,2-diol. It is benzene 1,3-diol, and this one is benzene 1,4-diol. Look here, diol. So OH group is 2, then it is called as a diol. So it is the common name and it is a IUPAC name, benzene 1,2-diol. So look here student, it is about a IUPAC name and a common name. Then what are trihydric alcohols? Trihydric alcohols, these contains 3 OH groups attached to the benzene ring. Look here, number 1 I will write OH, OH, OH. Look here students, continuous OH, OH, OH. So here it is called as pyrogalol. It is a common name, pyrogalol, and its IUPAC name is benzene 1,2,3-triol. Benzene 1,2,3-triol. Then student, second one OH, OH, OH. Look here. So it is called as hydroxyquinol. Hydroxyquinol. So its IUPAC name is benzene 1,2,4-triol. 1,2,4-triol. Look here students. And then the third one is Look here, its name is common name is fluoroglucinol, and its IUPAC name is benzene 1,3,5 triol. 1,3,5 triol. So student, here I have given the IUPAC name as well as common name and the classification: monohydric, dihydric and trihydric phenols. Look here students, it is about all classification here, and the classification of phenols is over. Now let us see the structure of phenol functional group. The structure of a phenol functional group. I think it is clear to you all. Then structure of a phenolic group, or it is also called as functional group. Look here. So here structure of phenol functional group. Structure of a phenol functional group. Look here students. So how the structure is written, and here I will write, look here, it is structure of a phenol. So here the bond angle is 109 degree, and then the bond length between carbon and oxygen is 136 picometer. It is shorter than alcohols. In alcohol it is 142 picometer, it is 136 picometer due to the formation of partial double bond character, and due to this reason only, so these are more reactive. So look here students, here in phenol the OH group is directly attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. It is a sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Look here. So in phenol the OH group is directly attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon of benzene ring. It is sp2 hybridized carbon of benzene ring. So the second one, the bond angle between CO, that is COH. So COH is 109 degree, and the bond length between CO is 136 picometer, which is less than that of methanol. In methanol it is 142 picometer. So therefore here the OH group is attached to this benzene ring or aromatic ring. It is about structure. So this much is enough for structure. And now student, after this let us see how the phenols are prepared. That is the preparation of phenols. Preparation of phenols. First one, that is from haloarenes, or it is also called as chlorobenzene. You may take general example, or you may take this example, that is chlorobenzene. You may take any example here. So here first one, that is this preparation. Preparation of phenols. Look here, students. So the first one from haloarenes. Or it is also called as chlorobenzene. From haloarenes or chlorobenzene. Look here. When the chlorobenzene is treated with sodium hydroxide at 623 Kelvin and 320 atmospheric pressure, first it forms sodium phenate, and which on acidification gives phenol. So here, student, you are familiar with this reaction which we have studied in the replacement of haloarenes reaction. So here remember, it is chlorobenzene. When chlorobenzene is heated with sodium hydroxide at about 623 Kelvin and 320 atmospheric pressure, you may nearly write 300 atmospheric pressure also. So then it forms first ONA, sodium phenate, and then it is NaCl is removed. NaCl is removed, I will write here minus NaCl, NaCl is removed. So then that is here Cl is removed and it forms ONA, and ONA to this, that is after acidification you will get phenol, OH, and this NaCl is removed. Look here, students, how phenol is obtained from chlorobenzene. When chlorobenzene is treated or fused with sodium hydroxide 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure, it forms sodium phenate. It is called as sodium phenate or sodium phenate, and then this sodium phenate on acidification gives phenol. It is the first. Then second one is important one, from benzene sulfonic acid. Look here, from benzene sulfonic acid. Look here, students, from benzene sulfonic acid. So when phenol is treated with oleum, oleum means fuming sulfuric acid. It is also called as H2SO7, H2SO7. So oleum, when, remember students, when benzene is heated with oleum, it gives benzene sulfonic acid, which when treated with NaOH, it gives sodium phenate, which on further acidification, gives phenol. Look here, students. Here I will write when this benzene is treated with oleum. So oleum should be also written like this: H2SO4, SO3, H2SO4, SO3, or H2S2O8. Both are right. So H2, S2O7. So it is H2S2O7, and oleum, it forms benzene sulfonic acid. It gives SO3H, and then when this benzene sulfonic acid is treated with NaOH, or this is treated with NaOH and then followed by acidification, it gives phenol. Look here students, it is the reaction. So this much reaction, it carries 2 to 3 marks. How phenol is obtained from benzene? So benzene when treated with oleum, so it gives benzene sulfonic acid. It is called as benzene sulfonic acid, which treated with sodium hydroxide followed by acidification gives phenol. This is the reaction here. So here after this another important reaction is there, that is from benzene diazonium chloride. That is also called as diazotization, as already we discussed in haloalkanes and haloarenes. Look here, from diazonium salt. Look here students, when primary aromatic amines are treated with nitrous acid at low temperature 273 to 278 Kelvin, so it forms benzene diazonium chloride. And when this benzene diazonium chloride is warmed in presence of water or dilute acid, so it gives phenol. So it carries 3 marks. Look here students, when primary aromatic amines are treated with nitrous acid, which is obtained by treating NaNO2 plus HCl. Nitrous acid at low temperature, that is 273 to 278 Kelvin gives benzene diazonium chloride, which when warmed with water or dilute acid, it gives phenol. Look here students, it gives a phenol. Or here this warmed is also called as hydrolysis with water. So here I will write, look here, it is a primary aromatic amine aniline. It is primary aromatic amine aniline. When it is heated with nitrous acid, you may write this nitrous acid like this, NaNO2 plus HCl at 273 to 278 Kelvin. So 278 Kelvin, it gives benzene diazonium chloride, N2Cl. It is called as benzene diazonium chloride. And when this benzene diazonium chloride is warmed with water, or that is hydrolysis or dilute acid is added, then it forms, look here students, here it divides in 2 parts, and then here it forms phenol plus N2 plus HCl. Phenol is formed. So here it is also, it also carries 3 marks. And here you may write this reaction like this, or, look here, or when primary aromatic amine is treated with nitrous acid, HNO2 and HCl, so here it forms 2H2O is removed, N2Cl. Look here, N and N, it is Cl, N2Cl, and this on hydrolysis gives phenol. This on hydrolysis gives phenol, N2 plus HCl. You may write any one reaction. You may write this reaction or this reaction, both are same. Remember here, when this NaNO2 plus HCl combines, it gives NaCl plus HNO2. This is called as a nitrous acid. It is called as a nitrous acid. And this nitrous acid can also be written like this, O double bond N OH. Remember students, it can be written like also. So this is called as this diazonium salt, from diazonium salt. Now here another important method, that is called as Cumin process. So it carries 3 marks and it is also a compulsory question. So look here. Then Cumin process. From Cumin process. Look here students, cumin is also called as isopropyl benzene, or it is also called as 2-phenyl propane. When cumin is treated with air or oxygen and is heated slowly at about 135 degrees centigrade, it forms cumin hydroperoxide. And this cumin hydroperoxide, when heated with dilute sulfuric acid, so it forms phenol. And student here, the acetone is the byproduct, which is costlier one, very important one. Look here, when cumin is heated with air or oxygen at about 135 or 136 degrees centigrade, it undergoes oxidation, forming cumin hydroperoxide, which when heated with dilute acid gives phenol and acetone as the byproduct. Look here student, acetone is the byproduct. So here I will write it is called as cumin. It may be also written like this. Look here student, it may be also written like this, CH, CH3, CH3. This cumin is also called as isopropyl benzene. So here it is second carbon atom, it is attached here, or it is also called as 1, 2, 3. So 2-phenyl propane. It is also called as a 2-phenyl propane. So when this cumin is treated with oxygen at about 136 degrees centigrade, it undergoes slow oxidation, and here it forms COOH. It is CH3. It is CH3. It is called as cumin hydroperoxide. Cumin hydroperoxide, and which when it is heated with dilute acid or sulfuric acid, it forms phenol plus this acetone is the byproduct. Here acetone is the byproduct. So here this goes out. CH3, CCH3, so it is here. It is OH, CH3, CO, CH3, acetone and OH attaches here. It is called as cumin process. So very important, student. So this question may asked several times. So it is very important one. When cumin is treated with air or oxygen, it slowly that is reacts and it undergoes oxidation, forming cumin hydroperoxide, which when treated with a dilute acid or this dilute sulfuric acid, it undergoes oxidation, forming phenol and acetone. So here it is the preparation, all the preparation is completed. Now let us see the physical properties. So what are the physical properties? Look here. Phenols are colorless volatile liquids in the pure state. And when these are exposed to air and light, so they gradually changes their color to pink color. So they changes their color. And these are soluble in water. And these are having high boiling point and melting point due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Let us see the physical properties one by one. Physical properties. Look here. So what are the physical properties? So here phenols are colorless volatile liquids in their pure state. Sometimes they may occur in the solid state. And when the phenols are exposed to air and light, they gradually changes their color and they may turn into pink color. So here the second one, phenols are soluble in water. These are soluble in water due to the formation of hydrogen bond with water. Soluble in water because they form hydrogen bond with water. They form hydrogen bond with water. Look here, students. Here I will write. Here it is phenol. Here it forms hydrogen bond. So look here, here it forms a hydrogen bond with water. It is water molecule, and here it forms a hydrogen bond with water molecule. And in some book it is also given like this. Look here, in few books it is given as OHH, and here also, so it is here also like this, hydrogen bonding. This is simple one, so hydrogen bonding. And then third one, phenols have high boiling point due to the formation of due to the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So here phenols may form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Look here students, it is phenol. I will write here like this, and here it forms hydrogen bonding. Look here. Here, this phenol, so it forms intermolecular hydrogen bonding with this look here. The hydrogen bonding takes place between this hydrogen and oxygen, and again this hydrogen and oxygen, again this hydrogen and another one oxygen, like this. The intermolecular hydrogen bonding is formed here. And due to the formation of this intermolecular hydrogen bonding, so these are having high boiling point. So it is about this physical properties of phenols. In chemical properties, so there are, first one is acidic character, the acidity of phenol. So student, here the remaining part, the chemical properties, we will discuss in the next video. So thank you.